Hey everybody, it's Caitlin. Today I'm doing a book haul slash library haul that I'm very excited about because this should start my summer off right. So right after graduating, I went right to the bookstore and there were a few books that I was very excited about, and I, of course, found them, immediately bought them. So these are like my celebration books, I would say, my celebration for myself. So the first one is this was my top priority book. When I went out book shopping, I was like, I need this book. And I was looking for this for 3 weeks, and I was trying to resist going to Barnes & Noble just to buy it new, but I ended up having to because, I mean, who was I to think this was going to be in the secondhand bookstores? Anyways, The House in the Cerulean C by T.J. Klune, and as you can see, I already read it because I read it as soon as I bought it. I was so beyond excited about this book because of all of the hype that it's been getting, and rightfully deserved. I would like to contribute to the hype, I think. If you don't know what this book is about, it's about a 40-year-old man named Linus who works for Daikami, the department in charge of magical youth in this world, which I guess is our world, but that's not really discussed. He's really tired of his job. He's really stuck in the monotonous routine of his life, and he gets put on this really high-level classified assignment to go to this island where there is an orphanage of children who are very dangerous, or supposedly very dangerous. He's basically doing a review of this orphanage. He has to give a decision on whether or not it should remain open or whatnot, and just report on it pretty much. And it is so wholesome, so happy, so warm. If you need a book that's going to make you happy, this will do it for you. And I think that the way that the messages are laced throughout the book is really nice. Now, I wouldn't say subtle. It's pretty direct, but in a good way. It's direct because some things just need to be said directly, and the author did that in this book. It was just so sweet, so lovely, and I 100% think that this book is worth the hype, and I definitely give it 5 stars. Is this a recent reads video? No, this is a book haul. What am I doing? Okay, and the other book that I was so excited about and had to buy was The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. And one might think, wow, this came out 2 years ago. Wouldn't you have been excited about this 2 years ago? Yeah, I should have been, but I was stressed and forgot it existed for a while. So yeah, I'm really excited to read this. I know Gretchen is really excited for me to read this, so hi Gretchen, I'm actually going to read it now because I bought it. Yeah, this book is beautiful. I love the cover. Look at this. It's gorgeous. I really don't know too much about this book because every time I read the synopsis, I understand it and then forget it, but I think it's about a boy or man named Zachary who goes to a library and basically reads books in which he finds his own life reflected in them. And I think there's a mysterious world, maybe called the Starless Sea, where a lot of interesting magical things happen. And that's my understanding of the book, but I am very excited to read this one. Next, I bought 3 books for very cheap in California. I was so surprised to find these books. These are just hidden gems in this section of the bookstore that was literally labeled hecka cheap books. So these were scores. First, we have I'll Fly Away by Rudy Francisco, which is a poetry collection. And I really wanted to buy a poetry collection by Rudy Francisco for a long time because he's one of my favorite stand-up poets on button poetry. So I had my eye on, I think he has several poetry collections. I had my eye on his poetry collections. And so I found this for $1. Excuse me. And also it's beautiful. So yeah, very happy to find this one. Next, I have The Things I Carried by Tim O'Brien, which is a very well-known book, and this has been recommended to me by many people over the years, and so I've always kind of had my eye out for it if I could find it cheap, which I did. $1, hello. And I don't know too much about this either, but I know that it's a reflection on war from different angles, I think. It sounds like it's going to be intense, but I'm looking forward to it because it is very well loved, so there's probably a reason for that. The last book that I have is The House by the Sea by May Sarton. I was really excited to find this because I recently, well, I guess it wasn't recently, last year? Last year I read Journal of a Solitude by May Sarton, which is one of her most well-known journals, but she has written many, many journals, and so I really, really loved that journal. I feel like I've just said journal like 10 times. I really, really loved it, so after I read it, I thought I should read more of her stuff. So I just found this there, and yeah, I'm excited to read more of her stuff. From my understanding, this is May Sarton's chronicling of her time on an island or a seacoast of Maine. So I'm excited about this. Also, I think it's really charming when you find a used book and it has like notes in it. And this one says, for Greta, or maybe Goth, for somebody, The House by the Sea, with love, from Jerome, January 1997. So I don't know, I just like feeling like this had a life, and now it's come to me, and I'm excited to give it more life. So that's pretty cool. Okay, now I just came back from the library, which is why I was so inspired to make this video right now, because I'm excited about all these books I have to read. So firstly, I went to the library to pick up a hold, which is King of Scars by Leigh Bardugo. For some reason, I didn't know this book existed until a few months ago, even though it came out in 2018, I think. So I don't know why I wasn't aware of its existence until after I watched the Shadow and Bone TV show. And I read the Shadow and Bone trilogy and the Six of Crows duology, and I really enjoyed them. Six of Crows more than Shadow and Bone, obviously. And I watched the show like everybody else, and it was great. And then I don't know how this came to my awareness. I think I saw this on Goodreads, and I was like, what's that? And it's about Nikolai, my favorite character from the Shadow and Bone trilogy. I guess I'm just stupid, so... Anyways, I put this on hold at the library as soon as I figured out about it, so I am very excited to actually read it. And hopefully it's good, because I've kind of heard mixed reviews now that I've looked into it a bit more, and hope it doesn't disappoint. I mean, it's Nikolai, so I think I'll like it. We'll see. The next book is one that I didn't expect to find at the library, but I just saw it and I was like, okay, snatch, and that's The Wife Upstairs by Rachel Hawkins. I've read some young adult novels by Rachel Hawkins, and I thought they were really funny and really charming, and I was really excited about this one. I think it came out in January, because it is a Jane Eyre retelling, but contemporary thriller, modern day, so that sounds great. I've also heard kind of mixed reviews about this, but it really intrigues me, so I hope it hits home for me, because I recently read Jane Eyre this past year and loved it. So yeah, I'm looking for a spinoff. So here we go. Or a spinoff? No. A retelling? A reincarnation? This is a reincarnation of Jane Eyre. Finally, I checked out a graphic novel, and I love looking at the graphic novel section whenever I go to the library, because I always find some hidden gems that I probably haven't heard of, but like I like the art style, or the concept sounds cool, and it's one of my favorite things to do there. So today I picked up Papaya Salad by Elisa Masalari. I'm not really sure how to say that name, but that's my guess. The cover was beautiful, and then this drew me in. The really bright pink vibrant spines, or coral, or whatever this is, and so I looked into it. The art style is beautiful, so this sucked me in. I really have no idea what it's about. Somebody is on a military scholarship during a war, and that's all I know about it, but I'm excited to figure out, and hopefully it's wonderful. So that's it for this library/book haul, and I'm super excited to read all of these, and I will definitely be updating my thoughts on them. Let me know if there's any books that you're super excited to get to or recently purchased, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.